So I wanted to start this video by showing you guys my new Marvel display plus DC. So I used to have all of these figures, including the DC Multiverse, all on one shelf that was about this size. But recently I bought all these shelves on Amazon, so I was able to set them up. But I also got that cool Marvel poster my parents got me as well. So now we've got all this, my MCU shelf, my DC shelf, and my Marvel Comics shelf. But today, as you probably noticed, we've got a new figure here. We've got the upgraded suit Spider-Man from No Way Home. I'm really excited to review it. So let's get into the review. Welcome back, everyone. I am Psycho Emerald. Today I'm back with another Marvel Legends Hasbro collectible action figure unboxing and review. Today I have the upgraded suit Spider-Man Walmart exclusive, released in conjunction with Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm really excited for that movie. Looks like it's shaping up to be pretty cool. And this is, for me, probably the definitive Marvel Legends MCU Spider-Man figure. It's one of my favorite live-action Spider-Man suits ever. But yeah, I think they absolutely nailed it on this one. I've been eyeing the Molten Man Bathwave one for a while, but they recently released this one, so I ordered it from Walmart.com because I just thought it pretty much looked exactly like the Molten Man Far From Home upgraded suit, except it looked better, and it came with an unmasked head sculpt. So I'm excited to get this figure out of the package, but first let's check out the box. So checking out the box, we've got a big window where we can see the figure. Looks really, really cool. Marvel Studios Spider-Man. It doesn't say No Way Home because this suit also did appear in Far From Home, so I guess you can use it for both. We got upgraded suit Spider-Man, Hasbro logo, Legends series. We have the warnings up here as well. And we have this cool spider logo, same one that's on MCU Spider-Man's chest there. And here we've got a Spider-Man logo, and we've got the cool artwork of upgraded suit Spider-Man right there. Same on this side. Then back here we've got more warnings, Marvel, Hasbro, full artwork of MCU upgraded suit Spider-Man, Marvel Legends series Spider-Man, and the write-up says, Spider-Man gears up in his upgraded suit to fight evil and protect his neighborhood. Very simple bio, but gets the job done. So let's get the figure out of the box. So I've got the trusty unboxing knife here, and yeah, let's open it up. Move the camera a bit closer, so yeah, let's open this up. I've opened so many Marvel Legends boxes now. Just cut the tape right there. You can check out my playlist of all my Marvel Legends series action figure reviews right up there. All my Marvel and DC figure reviews will be in that playlist that's linked up in the card up there. So let's open this up. Try to be careful with it. There we go. Opened up. Let's take that. And what do we got here? So this is kind of the spider logo. But it's like gold. It's kind of interesting. Maybe it has something to do with No Way Home. I'm not really sure, but it's very cool. Here we have MCU Spider-Man in his plastic tray. So it looks like we've got the web right here. Get that out. And then we've got a secondary head sculpt. The mask head sculpt right here. And then here we have his hands. His secondary hands, his little web shooter hands. Whoops, I dropped that. I'll pick that up in a sec. And then we've got the figure itself. Very, very cool. All right, so I'll put all the extra packaging aside, and we will just take a look at the figure and all the accessories. Okay, so here we have upgraded suit Spider-Man and all his accessories out of the package. So here, sorry. So here we have it. Just the figure as it comes straight out of the package. The sculpt is very, very good. It definitely looks like an actual human being, which is a good thing. Sometimes figures definitely miss that. But yeah, the head sculpt as well looks really good. I think that definitely looks like Tom Holland. It's a good head sculpt. Here we've got the web lines sculpted into the red of the suit. I think it looks really good. And we've got the black. I like how this figure is kind of got a matte finish to it. The original release, the Molten Man Bath release, had kind of a shininess to it. And this one, they definitely fixed that. Back here, we've got the spider logo, the white spider logo, which I really, really like. I really like the combination of the red and black. I think it's great. Not as good as just the classic red and blue, but I think the red and black looks really good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the sculpt of this figure. I think all the web lines and everything is really good. The spider logo here as well has got a little bit of white paint on it as well to kind of draw that out. Sorry, there's kind of sun coming in through my window. It's earlier than I usually film videos, so the sun's kind of shining through my window right now. That's what that glare is. So sorry about that. But down here, he's got kind of black soles on his shoes. Yeah, there's not too much to say about this figure, but there definitely is a lot of detail put into it to make it look like a good Spider-Man figure. So I'm really happy with it. So let's check out the accessories. First accessory is the swappable head. This looks really good, so let's pop it onto his body. So there he is with the secondary head sculpt on. I think it looks really good. Definitely completes the look. but I do like that it came with an unmasked head sculpt. So that's probably what I'm mostly going to be displaying the figure with, is the Peter Parker head, but I do like the masked head. It definitely looks good, and they definitely got the shape of Spider-Man's head right here, so it looks accurate to the film. So yeah, really happy with that. So let's check out his swappable hands. Swappable hands. All right, so here we have the web shooter hands. Definitely look really cool, so let's pop those onto his arms. Spider-Man with both the web shooter hands definitely look really cool. They're sculpted just as well as the other hands and everything else on the figure, so definitely looks really good, just in case you guys were wondering what those looked like. So very cool. So let's check out the final accessory. The last accessory is this kind of clear web line for Peter to hold onto. So it's very, very cool. I think it'll look good. So let's see if we can get him into a cool pose involving this web line. He could kind of grab onto this edge of it. It can kind of go around his wrist or go into his hand. So let's check it out. There you go. It's not very stable. It just kind of like goes around his wrist like that, but it does look like he's shooting a web. So I really like that. Really cool. So yeah, let's get him into a cooler pose, and I will yeah, see, there you go. So let's get him into a standing pose, and I will give you guys a closer look at upgraded suit Spider-Man. Never mind, before the closer look, let's quickly run through the articulation. So he can look up, he can look down, but he can't tilt because he's on, well, he can slightly tilt, just a little bit. You can see he's kind of on an older style ball hinge down there. It's kind of like, so he can look down, up, and he can't really tilt very much. So that's kind of the way that goes. But if you look at the arms, he's got a butterfly joint, so he can kind of go forward like that, and he can go back like that. And he can lift up, and he can swivel, and then double bend at the elbow. And the wrists can hinge and swivel as well. And then there is a hinge at the mid-torso, and then there is a swivel at the waist, lift up at the waist for the legs, upper thigh cut, double hinge knee comes all the way up, and then a rocker on the foot, and it can pivot as well. So that's going to be it for the articulation. So let's give you guys a closer look at upgraded suit Spider-Man. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty much going to wrap up my review for upgraded suit Spider-Man. I would definitely recommend picking this figure up. I don't know how hard it is going to be to get, but it was pretty easy for me to pick it up on Walmart.com, and after shipping and tax, it was just a little bit over $30, so I definitely recommend picking this one up. This is my first Marvel Legends Spider-Man. As you probably noticed when I showed you guys my display, there's no other Spider-Mans up there, so I definitely needed a Spider-Man, and I wouldn't rather have any other Spider-Man figure other than this one. This one's pretty much perfect, exactly what I wanted, so I definitely would recommend picking it up for any collector who wants a good Spider-Man figure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please leave a like. If you like Marvel Legends reviews, I do a lot of that on my channel. My channel is mainly Star Wars and Marvel focused, but I do other types of reviews as well. Pretty much just whatever I'm adding to my collection, I'll do a review on, but it mostly ends up being Star Wars and Marvel stuff. So if that's what you're into, then please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, hope you guys found this review helpful. Hope you found it enjoyable, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.